Welcome to Wednesday, the first day of May 2024. Your Day Weather Podcast brought to you by Wyoming State Parks. May's here, and now is the perfect time to start making plans for those summer adventures. What better place to spend time outdoors than a Wyoming State Park or historic site? Visit wyoparks.org for more information. It's going to be a busy pattern through early next week. Spring brings a lot of variety with the weather, and we're going to have a lot of that variety over the next 5 to 6 days as we're going to have rain, snow, thunder, wind, up and down with temperatures and conditions. Basically, for the next 3 days, small little systems coming through will bring us off and on chances for showers, unsettled conditions on the plains, some snow showers up high, and temperatures that are going to be not cold, not warm, kind of just about average. Then we're going to have a little bit of a warm-up Saturday into early Sunday. There's going to be another deep low coming off the Pacific coast into the western areas on Sunday. So west of the Divide Sunday, you're going to start to see the weather change. East of the Divide, we'll have Saturday and a good chunk of Sunday where it's going to be really, quite nice. Then a stronger storm jumps over the Divide as we get into Sunday and Monday. And that could be a possible impactful storm, especially northern areas. So I'm talking Montana, I'm talking the northern half of Wyoming, the Dakotas. Those areas could see a significant spring storm with rain, snow, thunder, and wind. Also could have a lot of strong winds on the underneath side of the storm. Areas that will be south of the low may have a high wind event later in the weekend and into early next week. So not very nice weather coming, especially in that Sunday, Monday time frame. The satellite imagery this morning shows the most recent batch of severe weather in the plains. We have a low here, we've got an upper level low here, and more back up here. These systems are going to be coming on through. You can see them stacked up here over the next few days. So today through Friday, it'll be these systems affecting us. So this is what today at noon looks like. And as we get into the plains, we're going to have severe weather, especially here from south central Nebraska to southwest Texas. Going to have a severe weather outbreak of heavy thunderstorms and unfortunately, possibly more tornado activity in those areas there. This is for noon Friday. The pattern basically stays the same. The lows just keep coming on through. This will drag another frontal boundary through the area on Friday, cooling us off, bringing areas of showers, thunderstorms, some mountain snow. This is the precipitation forecast through Friday afternoon. Nothing really heavy. The heavier stuff is down where the heavier thunderstorms are going to be in the southern plains. But across the west, patches of green and blue here and gray show where the shower activity is going to be. Nothing really organized, but showers are going to be around off and on between now and Friday. As we get and take a look at temperatures by Friday, you can see pretty cool across many of the central and northern plains and Rockies behind that other cold front coming off the Pacific. So very much spring pattern between now and Friday. Then over the weekend, we'll have that warm up, as you can see, between now and Friday. Not a lot of snow in the high country, but a little bit. Then as we get into the end of the weekend, this is Sunday morning, we're going to have a pretty potent little low move into southeast Oregon. Now, this system, while not large on a geographic scale, is going to be a potent little storm that is going to come in, slide southeast, then curve and hook to the northeast overnight Sunday into Monday. And as it jumps over the Continental Divide, it will intensify. And as it intensifies, it's going to bring a wide variety of weather late in the weekend and early next week. I want to show you the contrast. This is by 6 p.m. Sunday. We've got cold air in the Pacific Northwest and the Great Basin. It's a warm along and east of the Divide. So if you're along and east of the Divide, Saturday and Sunday, a nice rebound in temperatures. Spring-like again. You're going to feel like, okay, gets nice again. But this is a pretty impressive pocket of cold, moist air from the Pacific coming in. And when it jumps to the Divide, well, the recipe is there for the storm to wind up, become a more organized system. And we see that by Monday morning. By late Monday morning towards noon Monday, the system starts to jump the Divide and will wind up and will become an intense low somewhere in this vicinity right here. This would target the northern areas to be most impacted by the heaviest moisture. Look at the cold that comes in by noon Monday, gets over the divide, gets out into the plains, and you can see the warm air getting pulled into where the low is going to be right here. So you're going to have the contrast between the warm and the cold making a lot of weather. This is the precipitation forecast with the second storm. Basically, this is for Sunday through early Wednesday. Now, this is for display purposes only, but you can see the potential for heavy moisture across Montana, northern Wyoming, and across the Dakotas. This will be rain and snow, wind and thunder. Now, this could shift a little further south or a little further north and east, so don't fall in love with the placement of this just yet. This is far out, but I wanted to show you the areas, generally speaking, that could have some high impacts, especially when you hit livestock interest. Anyone with younger weak livestock in this area late Sunday through Monday and Tuesday needs to watch it right there. Going to have, unfortunately, a lot of wind on the back side of the low. If the low sets up here, which is where it looks like it's going to be at the moment, well, southern Wyoming, Colorado, parts of Nebraska, Kansas, the Panhandles, northern New Mexico could get very windy in those areas as we get into Sunday, Monday. We'll need to watch that. Look at the snow potential. Snow gets down to the lower elevations of northern and central Wyoming and into the mountains with the second system as it moves through. So we'll have to sort out the details. Again, this is just for display purposes only. As we get closer, we'll have higher confidence in where the precipitation, both rain and snow, will be falling. Have yourself a good Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow.